Ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Mariota. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. First down, a run with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Jordan Willis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosichan to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. They're going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
At the 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Don't get nervous. Mike, listen. It's a party now. Mike 5'9". Hey, they're scared.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The first down carry here for Johnson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
4 down. 82's moving. All go special.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
14, run it.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jets 28, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jets 42, Bears 7. Aldrich Rosas set to
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
I got him, back to mine. I got him.
On second and 11 now. Mariota gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down.
Mariota now from the 50. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing again. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jets 56. Bears.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check right. Watching your grind. You gonna see me in your nose.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Bears.
Check 55 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want none.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 55. Watch the screen.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
This is Cohen. Powerful running. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
57's Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first
out of the gun, running with Cohen. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw is Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And the Bears 1st down.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Good for a Jet.
We got a plane to catch.
And one of the whistles for timeout.
47
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.